We are what we remember. Hi, my name is Bob Ruedebusch. I'm the Prairie Hills District Superintendent of the Dakotas Conference of the United Methodist Church. That quote was shared with us by Ernest T. Campbell, who was the pastor at Riverside Church in New York City. The word to remember comes from two Latin words, re, which means back and again, and memor, which means mindful. To remember means to reassemble those experiences, situations, and events in our lives that help us recall and remember. For example, in our national life, Veterans Day is a holiday that we remember. We reassemble the memories of our soldiers who have given of themselves in their military service, or even those who have given of their lives. We reassemble and recall those events that make a powerful experience in our journey as a country. We also have those in our faith journey. Moses, for example, and others reminded the people of Israel to remember how much God had loved them and walked with them. To remember is to reassemble the special events, memories, and places and situations in our lives. In Adam Hamilton's book, 24 Hours That Changed the World, we begin our journey with the Lord's Supper. It's a drama that he presents to us of Jesus and the disciples gathering to share in a Passover Seder meal. In the book, Adam shares with us that we remember the upper room where the meal was held. We recall the Passover Seder meal and its significance for the Israelite Jewish people. It is revealed that one of the disciples will betray Jesus. We are reminded how Jesus transformed the Seder meal into the Eucharist and Lord's Supper. We discover the power of repentance through the meal. And we are given a command to remember the Lord's Supper as an important part of a disciple's life. In October of 1805, the greatest military naval officer in English history, Horatio Nelson, was laid to rest. After a powerful worship of remembrance at his funeral service, the sailors took his coffin, draped in the flag of the Union Jack, and as they were lowering him into his final resting place, they took the flag back, and immediately the sailors began to tear the flag into pieces and shared a piece of memento of that flag to remember their admiral, their hero, their leader. In the same way, we gather as disciples and followers of Christ to remember, because Jesus said to us, "Take and eat, this is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." Likewise, after supper, he took a cup, and after giving thanks to God, he gave it to his disciples and said, "Drink from this, all of you. This is the blood of the new covenant, which is poured out for you and for many for the forgiveness of sins." Through this meal, we remember, like the disciples, even when we betray and desert Jesus, Jesus still loves us. Through Jesus' sacrifice of love, we find new life. And through this meal of remembrance, we know we are followers of Jesus Christ. Adam also has a meditation book that goes along with this book, The 24 Hours That Changed the World. And he shares a poignant story of a young man in his congregation who had a long bout with cancer. This 40-year-old husband and father died. He had a favorite casserole meal, and the family, after his death, each week, his wife and family would share in this special casserole meal. As they shared in the meal, they would share the stories and remembrances of their husband and father. It was a rich way to stay in touch with the father who had left them. In many ways, we share this same meal together as disciples of Christ. Isn't that the power of living, to remember? May we remember the great gift of Jesus' love and care through the meals we share and are part of every day. May we remember the gift of Jesus' life as we continue to walk to the cross through this meal. May we remember the great gift of living as we have continued the journey of following Jesus in the 24 hours that changed the world. We are what we